In this video, we are going to see how a web session is managed. A web session is a series of HTTP request and response transactions between a browser and a server. A session ID is a unique number assigned by a web server for a specific browser for the duration of visit, till user signs out or session timeout. Session variables are server-side data used to store session information such as user ID, roles, etc. Session variables along with session ID help web server to identify the user associated with the session. Generally, session variables are initialized after successful sign-in, that is after validating username and password, and it persists till the user signs out or session timeout. How are sessions managed? When a new browser window is opened, there won't be any session ID. This is a new Firefox window. Right click on it, click on inspect element, go to network. It says perform a request or reload the page to see the detailed information about network activity. So let me make a request to Campus Stack server. Before that, this is the Tomcat server manager page, and this is Campus Stack application. It is currently running, and as of now there is no session associated with Campus Stack. Now I'm going to make a request to Campus Stack server. Localhost 8:8084 campus stack / index.jsp. I have made the request to the index page, index.jsp, and these are the other requests associated with this. Now let me click on index.jsp and let me examine the request header, HTTP request headers. There is no session ID associated with the request header since this was the first request. If you see the HTTP response header, you will see the session ID here. The session ID is D910A82432225, etc. So this particular session ID has been initialized and given to this browser window. Now we'll go back to the Apache Tomcat server manager page. We will refresh this page. You can see one session is now associated with Campus Stack. Clicking on one will take you to the session details. You will be able to see the same session ID here, D910A82432225, etc. And this is the one and only active session now. Clicking on the session ID will provide you more information, and these are session attributes. As of now, there is no session attributes. Session variables are also called session attributes. Let us log in. So now a post request is going to be sent to the authentication page for checking login. Click on sign in. So these are the network activity, and if you see the first request, post method has been sent to check login for carrying out authentication. And if you see the request header of this particular request, you will see the session ID D910A82432225, etc. And going back to the server manager, let us click on refresh. If you see, several attributes have been set after successful login. This is the user ID, username. These are the user roles 1 to 4 5 and other session variables. If you see, clicking on this image will show you Ramasamy Srinivasan. This is actually displayed from the session variable. Ramasamy Srinivasan. So when a browser generates a HTTP request to the server, web server initializes a session ID and it is given to the browser and it is stored in the form of a session cookie. Now let us click on storage. Now you can see the session cookie. This is what session cookie is, and you can see the value D910 A8234 3225 etc. For every subsequent HTTP request, including authentication request, the browser sends the session ID to the server, and the server establishes session variables after successful authentication. That's what we have seen. And for subsequent request, the server identifies the user with the help of session ID and session variables.